Hi, this is Cheryl for Bayer's Pampered Stampers. I've got more fun new products for you today. I'm going to start out first with some new blending brush sets that have come into the store. They're both from Altenew. I know we kind of think we have these blender brushes and they work terrific, and they really do. So why do I need more? And I'm going to kind of explain that to you. If you've seen over time, the stencils have changed so much. This is a Slimline heart stencil from Pink Fresh. And in the old days, we would have just one stencil that did the heart and you'd sort of be on your own. Well, now we're dealing with layers of stencils. So I've got 3 different stencils: the big hearts, the medium-sized hearts, and the tiny hearts. And trying to do all of these justice with this big old brush is just very difficult. So enter on the scene a couple of brush sets from Altenew. This is a mini blending brush set. There's 4 brushes. They're all the same, so you can, dedicate one to a particular color family. They're shorter, so you generally have more control over it. They've got really compact and tight bristles here, so you're going to get good color coverage. And this works on the smaller areas. Even these big hearts aren't all that big by any means. And so this is going to be a better option than the bigger blender brush, especially if you want to change colors and things like that. And especially for this guy, you're going to get the detail much, much quicker with this, which means you can go with lighter colors of ink as opposed to having to go back, excuse me, so many times with your big old brush, trying to get the corners and everything. And then ultimately you end up with that dark, dark color because the ink has been applied so heavily. So you can get a lighter ink coverage with these, which helps. They're easy to clean, soap and water, just a mild soap and ivory or something like that. Let it dry. You obviously don't want to dry it like this with the bristles down. Let them sit up, and breathe and that sort of stuff. But again, those will be very helpful in working details, or smaller areas, excuse me. Details, we have the detail blending brushes, also from Altenew. These are a little different style. There's actually 3 different sizes in the tube, and each size sort of helps you get toward a different level. You can see, as compared to these small guys that I just showed you, the biggest detail blender is much, much smaller. So now we've got tiny little areas with this, but we can go tinier with this one. And the tiniest areas you can get easily with this little brush. So it's so cool what you can do. This is kind of a matter of having the right tools for the job. I showed you this stencil from Pink Fresh, which is kind of an all-over stencil. And it makes the point because these would be very helpful in getting that done and being able to have the most control over your ink. But if you were working some of the newer Pink Fresh stencils where they're doing wreaths with flowers, you're working on a tiny little flower center, can't you see how much easier it would be with a detail, or even this one, as compared to this clunker, which was such a great find when we first got it. And it's still great, and it still does lots of awesome things for us. But this is the big job guy. We really need these others to get into the smaller areas. So I hope that made some sense. If you're still wondering about how you would use these brushes in particular, either set or both sets, excuse me, leave a comment below, or call the shop and let them know that you'd like to see a video that would address a little more specifically, maybe with a stencil, when and why you'd want to use these particular brushes. and what you get from it, because I think there's a lot of value here. Once again, you have an investment, but you've got the right tools for the job, and you can begin to produce some of those beautiful results that you see. There's a Tailored Expression stamp that's out now. It's a fall floral spray. And the cool part of it is you stamp it to get that initial detail on, but it comes with a stencil, and the stencil is how you color it. How much easier than getting your pencils and markers is stenciling. But again, to get the results you want, to get the results you see with them, you're going to want to have the right tools. And the right tools are here in these blender brushes. So check them out at the store. And like I said, if you want more information, or if you want to see an actual demo with these used, write a note in the comment section or call the store and just let them know, and we'll get something scheduled for you as soon as possible. Other cool things into the shop, if you're looking for the, and I never know how to pronounce this right, but the Karen or Karin Brush Marker Pros, Melissa has a full set, folks. It is great. She has the full display, all the colors. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're fun to work with. They're watercolor markers. Check them out. I'm going to do a little bit more of a post on these at a later date, but I wanted you to see, for those who've been waiting, the markers are in. It's time to go get them. They're sold individually, so you get to pick and choose your colors, or you can just be like me and say, I'll take one of each, please. Very, very cool. We're going to have a lot of fun with those markers. Lots of new embellishments in the shop. As a representative, I'm going to show you this today. This is just a cute little candy cane decoration that's full of all sorts of little embellishments for the holidays and winter cards. There's a few buttons. These are gemstones, little clay snowflakes. We've got some sequin snowflakes, some sequin trees and other things. There's some sequin candy canes, some pearls. They're just a nice assortment for when you're doing your holiday cards. This is also that perfect set for when you need like an under $10 gift for a crafter. They would just love this, because they're great items in here, and very, very usable for all your Christmas makes. So check this out. There are tons of new buttons galore and more embellishments in the store, lots of different types. So many that I've got a whole separate video I'm going to do for you, showing you all of those that are new, excuse me, and some existing at the shop. There's Christmas, there's fall, winter, there's general. Most of them are just general for any occasion type of thing. So we have embellies. It's so exciting. Be sure and check those out. And the candy canes, I just think, are the greatest. Back in the Christmas room from Stamperia, we've got this fun 6x6 paper pack. It's called Classic Christmas. And let me show you this. Sorry, I always have trouble opening their packaging. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's just me. But I think their glue is the stickiest. But once you get it open, you're good to go. Maybe. It's re-sticking on me. I think I should have done this before the video. Sorry. But I will free this paper from this bag if it kills me. Okay, so here we go. Classic Christmas. And you can see there's a little bit of everything in here. Some fun tags. Look at these cut aparts. They'll make great cards. And of course the back is there because they always give us the backs. So you can make some fun acetate cards with those, or you just have to give up one side or the other. Here we've got a beautiful page with a Christmas tree, Christmas stockings on the back. Love their little circles with funny fun, excuse me, not funny, but fun items inside. The cat, the cakes, the pies, everything. It looks awesome. And a great neutral paper on the back. The poinsettias here are just gorgeous. Are you seeing some holiday cards yet? A kind of neutral red. More great cut aparts. And again, the backs are there for you if you need them. They'd also make great tags, by the way. They're already two-sided for you. This is a fun background paper with all the Christmas sweets on it. And a cute paper with gingies and looks like little star shapes. Lots of little tags on this page. Very, very usable as tags, or you could also put them on a card to decorate it. And we've got the candy cane paper on the back. This, we have a great winter scene. Beautiful holly paper. Nice borders with this one. More holly, yay! Christmas trees. More trees. And some little bits that you could fussy cut out and use on your cards. Too fun. So that's what I like about Stamperia. The covers are not wasted. There's always something for you to use on each cover. So that's just awesome. Now, coordinating with this paper are these die-cut chipboard pieces, and this one's a little harder for me to open, so I'm going to have to refrain from doing that this time. You know I like to open things, right? But great little chipboard pieces that are in the style that we saw in the paper pad that can be used for cards and for scrapbooking and that sort of thing. We've got a bunch of those little stars. There's some little holly pieces in here that I can see. There's the cat in the basket that's down there that you can't see very well. A house that you can look into. So lots and lots of choices with the die cuts pieces here. Again, it coordinates with this. It's obviously on a different scale, but still a lot of fun. Both can be used to make great holiday cards. From our friends at Impression Obsession, we've got lots of new stamps and dies in. First of all, we have Autumn. This is a restock. It's one of the favorite sentiments of the season. And so if you don't have yours yet, be sure and stop in and pick it up before it goes again. This is a cute little sentiment, hippo birthday, excuse me. And of course, you got to have the fun hippo to go with it. So what a great card that would make. Too fun. Great sentiment. May peace be yours today and always. Here's a holiday sentiment. A little smile, a word of cheer, a bit of love from someone near, a little gift from one held dear, best wishes for the coming year. So a great sentiment for inside a card or outside a card. You figure out what works for you. Darling elephants. If you're an elephant person, this is a perfect addition to your card stash, card making stash. Another sentiment, Christmas blessings to you and yours. And we have happy holidays to you and yours. This one's a favorite of mine, Cozy Winter Wishes. We have a silhouette couple. Looks like they're walking in the snow, maybe holding hands, but you can put them in any setting that makes sense. And then we have this great snow scene with the house behind, the trees covered in snow and that sort of thing. And you'll see a sample card in the shop that uses this with the couple walking in the Cozy Winter Wishes sentiment. So again, not necessarily a Christmas card, but it could be a holiday time card, or just a winter card. So check that out when you're in the store. But just so you know, we have all the stamps for it. So very, very cool. Also from IO, because we love their dies, this one's called Big Mug. So it's a large mug with a little tag that could be your tea bag tag. Of course, the mug can hold anything, so you decide what liquid beverage goes in there. But how cute is that big mug? Again, a great, great size there. Our friends at Altenew. First of all, we have a restock on the organic linen embossing folder. My favorite of all times for overall small embossing, excuse me, is this wonderful organic linen. It has a great result. There's several samples in the shop that you can look at. This one has been in and out several times now. So if you have any interest at all in organic linen, you might want to grab it this time. I don't know how many times we'll be able to get it back in. We've just been fortunate so far. This one I absolutely adore. It's called Frilly Peonies. Can you see that awesome design that's on there? Again, you're not going to be able to fit all of this on an A2 card, but fit what you can, spotlight the area that you want to. When you put your paper in, just make sure it's over the areas that you want to emboss most, and you'll get this great, great result. Wonderful embossing folder. And I love this one, also from Altenew. It's called Deck Planks. So this is our typical wood grain with the planks included. We've got some great knot holes in here in a couple of places to give some interest. So another fun Altenew embossing folder called Deck Planks. This one's called Ornamental Feature. And so this one gives you kind of a rounded design with an open space in the center. So if you wanted to stamp a hello or congratulations or whatever sentiment in the center, you could certainly do that. This would also be a great folder to emboss those gatefold cards. Can't you just see that on either side? That would be a cool folder. Another one of my favorites, because I just love all these Altenew folders. This one's called Classic Pine Cones. And you can see it's styled as a Slimline embossing folder, but it's about 4 inches wide. So it's gonna do for your A2 cards as well. Again, it's gonna mostly do the layer. Or some clever people, and I've seen people do it, I've run it through several times and I've been able to emboss a full A2 and have it look nice. So you just have to decide what it is you want most for your card and make it work for you. But again, it's a great, great design. We've got the pine leaves and the pine cones. How much more could you ask for there for the holidays? It's just gorgeous. Now I brought some new to the shop dies. These aren't new by any stretch. These are from Sizzix and Tim Holtz. These are just a variety of Christmas sentiments. You've got just about everything you'd need to die cut. Merry and Bright, Twinkle, Christmas, Winter, Wishes, Jingle, Seasons, Greetings, Noel, Peace on Earth, Believe, Wonderland, and Ho. So you pick what you want to have on your card, and you can put them together in any way that you want. You've got Merry Christmas, you've got Winter Wishes, Winter Wonderland, Winter Greetings. You get the point. So lots of good usable words. These are great, great word sets from Sizzix. From Pink and Maine, we have their great sentiment sets. These are Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings. what I really like about these is, for the most part, theirs tend to cut in one piece, so you're not chasing letters or parts of letters all over the place. So it looks like Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings would both cut that way. And then you have the die in the back that's going to cut the background piece. So when you cut that background or shadow piece, you just get a whole different pop to your sentiments and a great sort of highlight to what you've got going on there. And these are both sized very, very well for our standard or A2 cards. From Creative Expressions, we have a couple of new ones. 'Tis the Season to Sparkle. I love that. Great size. You can see the size here. I can't tell exactly, but it looks like this is all one piece as well. So you're not going to be chasing things around to put them on your card. That's a real plus. And then also from Creative Expressions, Have a Joyful Christmas. What a wonderful sentiment. I love that. Again, looks like it's one piece. Let me show you the die on the back. It's a great size for our A2 cards and others, by the way. This would fit nicely on Slimline, as would this. And so you've got a lot of options with these dies. I've shown you in the past a lot of the Creative Expressions paper cuts dies. This one's brand new with the village scene. And look at this over top. I just love the two pieces to this one. And I know these make people a little bit nervous sometimes. Will it actually fit my A2 card? Yes, you can modify just slightly to make it fit your A2 card. But the other thing that's really, really cool with these is they fit very, very nicely on a mini slim. How about a mini slim Christmas? And you can see an example. It wasn't this particular set. There's a different set, I think, the Christmas tree that Melissa did in store. She's got a sample to show you of a mini slim card with one of these edgers on, and it turns out so cool. So these are just, again, a fast way. You get a lot of detail, add a little bling here and there, and you are good to go for a card. So check out all of these in store. There's a lot of them, to say the least. Sort of last, but by no means least, I have these wonderful cardstock packs from Sizzix. They're called Opulent Cardstock Packs, and they are 50 sheets, 50, for only $16.99. You get the glitter paper, you get a matte foil paper, a brushed metal foil paper, a pearl metallic type paper, and a mirrored cardstock, all for that low price. It's just too cool. Right now she's got the silver and she's got white in. Anybody thinking about your white, oh sorry, I've got so much glare there, your white holiday cards, this would be a great pack to invest in because you'd have all the pieces that you need. And let me just open this silver one because, well, gee, I like to open them all and show you the varieties of paper in here. They're the same types of paper, although the colors change obviously from pack to pack. Sorry, once again, I maybe should have done that before the video. But first of all, you've got this great top sheet that gives you a reminder of what the papers are. So you could set this on top when you store it, and then you can look at this and you know exactly which type of paper you want to grab, so you don't have to thumb through it all the time. That saves a little wear and tear on your paper. So I've got 5 sheets, I believe. I'm going to get this right. If I look at it, sorry, there's 5 types, 50 sheets. So we must have 10 sheets of each. So we've got 10 sheets of this great glitter. This is not one of those shedding glitters. You're not going to have glitter stuff all over if you use this. This is the brushed cardstock, so it's not, I'm sorry, this is the matte cardstock. It is not going to give you all that glare, but it's going to give you the beautiful metallic silver look. So you can decide when this is appropriate versus something that's more glossy. The brushed cardstock, actually, you kind of see the brush lines through it. It's a shiny, but it's not the uber shiny that the mirror cardstock is. So it just gives you a nice kind of medium, middle of the road sort of response on all of that. Sorry, I'm trying to get through these types, and 10 sheets is a lot to go through, guys. It's a lot. This looks like mirror cardstock, so I don't know why it's in the middle because it's listed last on the card, but this is our standard silver glossy mirror cardstock that we can do a lot with. And then at the back, we have the pearl cardstock, and how pretty is that? Again, they're all just a little bit different, and you pick the one that seems to go best in your card. So it's nice to have a set that has all of those different pieces in. Again, it's from Sizzix. It's called the Opulent Cardstock Pack. This happens to be the silver pack. She also has white. Again, I know a lot of you like to do your white on white Christmas cards. And so if you're doing that, you might want to grab that white pack. But you get the glitter, the matte metallic, the brushed metal, the pearl, and the mirror cardstock, all for that low price of $16.95 for 50 sheets. 50. What a deal. So that is the other color that this is available in today in the shop is white. So silver and white. Be sure to stop in and check out these and other new items at the store. There's stuff rolling in every single day. Watch for a video from me later this week showing more embellishments. She got a ton of them. There is so much cool stuff there. So we'll look at embellishments in another video. I want to look at the deco markers maybe in another video, if not this week, next. So lots of fun stuff coming up. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.